and welcome to Janki Television News. I am Ghazal Karn and now the news details. Treasury Department. A Chinese state-sponsored hacker broke into the US Treasury Department system in December, accessing employee workstation and some unclassified documents. The breach, considered a major incident by the Treasury, was linked to the third-party service provider Beyond Trust, which offers remote technical support to the department's employees. The hacker exploited a key used by Beyond Trust to bypass security measures. After the breach was detected, Beyond Trust was taken offline, and there was no evidence suggesting continued unauthorized access to Treasury information. The Treasury Department's investigation, in collaboration with the FBI, the Cybersecurity and Infrastructure Security Agency, and third-party forensic investigators, revealed that the hack was likely carried out by a China-based advanced persistent threat actor. Initial findings suggested that the hacker has accessed several Treasury workstations and some unclassified documents, but had no targeted sensitive or classified data. The department emphasized that espionage was likely goal of the hackers rather than financial theft. The hack was first identified by Beyond Trust on December 8, after suspicious activity was detected on December 2. However, it took 3 days for the company to confirm that it had been compromised. There were concerns that the hacker may have created accounts or altered password during the period of undetected access. In response, China's foreign ministry denied any involvement, calling the US accusations baseless and stating that China consistently opposes all forms of hacking. The Chinese embassy in Washington also leveled the claims as part of a similar attack without factual basis, accusing the US of using cybersecurity to spread misinformation for political purposes. This incident follows other major Chinese cyber attacks, including a breach of telecom companies in December that may have exposed phone record data of many Americans. The Treasury Department plans to provide a supplemental report on the breach to lawmakers in 30 days. A 4.6 magnitude earthquake shook the hill districts of Sudur Paschim province, including Baitari, early this morning. The tremor originated from Nuaghar in Sigas Rural Municipality 7, occurring at 7:54 a.m. as reported by Chintan Timal Sina, chief of the earthquake measurement station in Surkhet, to the RSS. Residents in Bazhang, Darel Dhura and Doti districts also felt the impact of the quake. The district police office has confirmed that there are currently no reports of casualties or damage resulting from the seismic event. Cricketer Anil Shah, who is currently in the best form of his career, was unfairly placed in Grade D in the 2024 contact list, a decision that many believe does not reflect his performance and contributions to Nepal's cricketing landscape. Many argue that Shah should have been placed in Grade B at the very least, considering his stellar performances. As the Cricket Association of Nepal prepares for the 2025 contract list, there is growing concern that Anil Shah may again be denied his rightful place among the top players. If he is not placed in Grade A for 2025, it will be seen as an injustice to the player who has shown exceptional skills and dedication to the sport. It is time for fans, fellow cricketers and the wider community to come together and advocate for Anil Shah. His hard work and form deserve recognition, and the pressure needs to be applied to the Cricket Association of Nepal to ensure he receives the grade and acknowledgement he deserves. Thank you for joining us. Stay tuned for more updates and have a great evening.